our lead story of the day is regarding House Republicans coming out swinging on the Biden family alleging corruption. This one's insane, folks. We're going to break it down for you. Before we jump into anything, though, as always, support a true American patriot by hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave us a short, sweet comment down below. The question of the day is, do you think the Biden family's corrupt? Would love to hear from you. I think I know your response, but you leaving a comment down below does yeoman's work in supporting the channel. So again, leave a comment, hit that like button, and without further ado, folks, Republican lawmakers laid out a damning detail on Wednesday with their evidence that at least nine members of President Joe Biden's family took in as much as, are you sitting down? I'm winded, but are you sitting down? $10 million from operations in China and Romania while Biden served as President Obama's vice president. So we haven't even gotten into this guy being president yet and already receiving $10 million. $10 million for what? We'll get there. Just hang on, folks. Hang on. There's a lot here. So the lawmakers, all members of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee, revealed subpoenas, bank records showing payments from foreign companies to Biden's son, Hunter Biden. Who could have thought that was happening? I mean, we just talked about like a month or two ago that the Biden family received like $3 million from the Chinese. And it's like, for what? For what? The evidence unveiled Wednesday, first in a memo and then during a news conference, raises more questions about President Joe Biden's past claims that he, quote, never discussed Hunter Biden's business dealings with his son. No, we believe you, Joe. We believe you. I've always said there is a possibility that Joe's actually telling the truth because this up here isn't working. And for those that are listening on our podcast or audio, I'm pointing to my head because Joe Biden's head hasn't worked for a long time. A long time. That man's voice and head has not been working. So there's a possibility he is telling you the truth, folks, that he really thinks that he actually never talked to Hunter. He probably don't know who Hunter is. Remember, just the other day, he was like, oh, Hunter's a good guy. Hunter's great. Hunter's snorting cocaine off a dog's back. He is not okay, all right? The guy's having some serious issues. Quote, we're starting off with a banger, are we not, folks? Are we not? So President Biden has claimed since the 2020 election that his family has not received any money from China. Come on. Oh, God. Oh. So this comes from committee chairman James Comer, who's kind of like heading this whole thing, it seems like. So this was said during a conference, and the guy probably couldn't stop himself from laughing. He had to probably hold it in because it's so outrageous that Joe Biden would even say such a thing. Quote, that was a lie in 2020, and he continues to lie to the American people now. Well said, my friend. Well freaking said. Lawmakers took turns laying out the evidence against the Biden family. They didn't have enough time during a press conference, let me tell you. There's so much evidence of this happening, the Democrats are turning a blind eye. Turning a big old blind eye. Quote, every time we turn over a rock, there's more evidence, Representative Nancy Mace said from, South Carolina. Quote, this could be the most corrupt scheme in American politics where a sitting vice president, where we saw members of his own family, 9 members so far, there may be more, that we were enriched from countries all over the world. It's just coming in from everywhere. May said the money was moved through a series of shell companies, by the way. She believes were designed to cover the Biden family's tracks. Basically, my kind of idea of this, and I kind of get this from my background in accounting, when you're embezzling money and you're trying to create a bleep store and basically have all your finances and everything go under the rug, you want this stuff to come from everywhere and go to everybody, whether it's large amounts or small amounts, it doesn't really matter. Just the whole purpose here is to create like a spider web and make it so entangled that whoever's trying to untangle it, it's making it almost impossible for them. It's not like it's impossible, but it's an insane tracking that they're going to have to do. So some 20 companies, yes, you heard that correctly. It's only what they have now is 20. There's more coming out like every week. 20 companies affiliated with the Biden family members were set up after Biden became vice president in 2009. How many people do you know that just started up like 20 companies that are in politics? I don't know of any. Like, what does Biden have to offer people where he needs to start, his family members need to start 20 companies? Really? Since 2009? Like a company a year practically, not even more than that. Well, this created a complicated web, there you go, of cutouts and pay-throughs lawmakers are alleging. So those companies included, I'm not going to pronounce them, but there's a lot of them here, as you can imagine, freaking 20 of them, took in millions of dollars from foreign companies while delivering no apparent services. Shocker. Remember how Joe Biden the other day and Kamala Harris, as well as Karine Jean-Pierre, he's going to give you the deliverables. No. China's going to be giving the deliverables. Romania's going to be giving the deliverables. Who are they delivering? Oh, well, they're delivering the Biden family millions of dollars. That's what's happening here. Millions, not hundreds of thousands, but millions. That's just what we know about so far, folks. Can you imagine the discovery of this whole thing when this actually goes down? The discovery portion of what's going to unravel here, it's going to be insane. The question is, who's gonna be the domino in the Biden family that really triggers this whole thing and just bleep hits the fan everywhere? Comer revealed that payments totaling $1 million from Romania went to the Biden family when the then vice president was working on Romanian issues. Wait till we get to the FBI, folks. Wait till we get to the FBI's response to this, because you're going to see that there's a possibility that our own government's going to be pushing back against our own government. Remember when they went after Donald Trump for having a phone call with Zelensky? A phone call with Zelensky, but yet you literally have Joe Biden on a quid pro quo on film? Nothing. Typical. Quote, the transactions in Romania and China show related but separate issues identified by the committee that raise serious questions about the financial disclosures and risks to national security. And Democrats put this guy in office. Trump's more dangerous than Joe Biden. Really? Really? With this not working, you think he's more dangerous? Joe Biden doesn't even know he's president. Give me a break. Comer released a 36-page memo prior to the news conference revealing that the Biden family allegedly set up more than 20 companies to take in foreign money, possibly in exchange for influencing policy. Probably going to be the case. The committee subpoenaed records from 4 banks linked to specific individuals and companies that engaged in business activities with Biden family members and their business associates. Also like to point out, a business associate, and not just an associate, a business partner of the Biden family came out and has already revealed some of this stuff, and the Democrats did nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Republicans, though, are alleging that Hunter Biden used his family name to set up a 2016 meeting between Serbian running for United Nations Secretary General and then National Security Advisor to the Vice President, Colin Call or whatever the hell his name is. Doesn't really matter. Hunter Biden's doing things he shouldn't be. You got Jim Jordan, one of the greats, said the committee has reviewed nearly 200 Biden family linked suspicious activity reports. Bank-generated documents, folks, that compile the flag dubious international transactions. We need to understand something here. For a bank to do something like this, for a bank to kick out suspicious activity reports, that is a big deal. It doesn't just happen for everybody. You're probably going to go your whole life and have this never kicked out for you. And by the way, not just you, but like anybody you ever know. So that is that's such a huge deal, you guys. I can't even, don't underplay what I just read there. 200 Biden family linked suspicious activity reports. That's a huge thing, you guys. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen for everybody. The Biden Department of Treasury initially blocked the committee from receiving the reports. You heard this correctly. This is why I said government against government. United States government against United States government to cover this up. Because there's a swamp out there and nobody wants to clean it out. Comer again said the committee plans to gather additional bank records in the near future and continually following the money trail. You got to follow the money. You follow the money, you find out where it leads, and you're going to find the treasure, meaning you're going to find the knucklehead stuff that was going on here. The problem is, the tangle web that they created for themselves is insane. So if you follow the money as part of its commitment to rooting out fraud, waste, and abuse that exists at the highest level of the federal government. White House spokesperson Ian Sams told CNN Comer has a history of playing fast and loose with the facts and spreading baseless innuendo while refusing to conduct his so-called investigations with legitimacy. Guy sounds a hell of a lot like the Biden administration. The DOJ, the Biden DOJ. Sounds a lot like Democrats last 4 years going after Donald Trump. Remember the Russian collusion thing that literally was a flop? Like there actually wasn't anything there and we spent millions of dollars, but they're not going to bring that up. Oh, no. I mean, the investigations after investigations on Donald Trump and nothing ever turned up. Donald Trump literally, if you guys really think about it, our entire government went after that guy and found nothing. in 4 years. And it's still going on, by the way. It's still going on. They found nothing on this guy. He's like the cleanest guy ever. He's done some raunchy stuff and said some silly ass things, but still, he's a very clean guy. If you really look at his records from his businesses, right? He's a failed businessman. The guy's a billionaire, so shut up. You're always gonna have businesses that fail. At least the guy actually created a business. What the hell are they doing? The guys that are saying that. So the guy has had his underwear drawer rifled through, and those things were clean too. Can't say the same thing about Joe Biden. You go through that underwear drawer, you ain't gonna find nothing clean. Let me tell you, folks. If you were mid-sip on your coffee with the Bald Bradshaw logo, folks, you might have just spit it out. Hunter Biden is under investigation by the U.S. Attorney for the District of Delaware, reportedly for income tax evasion. Well, that's something serious. Last week, Comer and Senator Chuck Grassley revealed that a highly credible whistleblower has told them that the FBI has long been in possession. Here we go. This is where we get in the FBI. I hope you're listening closely because bleep's about to get real here. And it's frustrating as hell. And wait till we get to what the FBI is saying. So you have the FBI has long been in possession of a form allegedly containing evidence showing that the then Vice President, Joe Biden, was involved in a criminal bribery scheme with a foreign national. Why did nobody know about this when Joe Biden became president or was on the campaign trail? Or why did nobody know about this stuff during the midterm elections? Gee, you think there's a little bit of corruption going on in our government? Honestly, it's even a little bit fearful of me even talking about this on YouTube, Rumble, right? Because we send it out everywhere. Wouldn't be surprised if we're being spied on. Even a small channel like mine. It has been alleged that the document includes a precise description of how the alleged criminal scheme was employed, as well as its purpose. The lawmakers wrote in a letter to the Department of Justice and FBI demanding the record to be turned over. Quote, based on the alleged specificity within the document, it would appear that the DOJ and the FBI have enough information to determine the truth and accuracy of the information contained within it. So what did the FBI say about all this? Like, where is their response? Well, let me tell you, I'm about to read it to y'all. It's insane. It's freaking insane. So as we just mentioned, Comer gave the FBI until Wednesday at noon to comply with the subpoena. But instead, the Bureau sent a letter. FBI sent a letter containing its confidentiality interests and the importance of protecting sources and methods to protect U.S. national security. An FD 0123 form is used by FBI agents to record unverified reporting from confidential human sources. The form is used to document information as told to an FBI agent, but recording that information does not validate or weigh it against other information known by the FBI. Here we go. You guys pay attention. This letter responds to your subpoena, which we were just talking about, authorized on May 3rd, 2023, demanding the production of documents within 1 week. As this was your first communication with the FBI seeking this information, please know that the FBI is committed to beginning the constitutionally mandated accommodation process, the letter states. The FBI is committed to working to provide the committee information necessary to your legitimate oversight interests while also protecting executive branch confidentiality interests and law enforcement responsibilities. That doesn't sound too promising that the FBI is going to be moving their butt on this, folks. They're going to go slow as hell. Like, you know when you see those people in Congress and they're there to answer senators' questions or the House representative questions, and they're kind of like stonewalling. They're not willing to answer it. They'll give you an answer, but it's some long, drawn-out, bogus BS answer that we see all the time from DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Same thing's going to happen here, but just with the FBI taking their sweet-ass time to get anything to anybody. So that's probably what's going to happen. Most likely that's what's going to happen. So it's interesting that the Department of Justice has been investigating Hunter Biden for quite some time, and we've never seemed to get anywhere. That comes from Donald's, last name Donald's. Trying to figure out what his first name is. But anyways, we'll see what comes of it. But hey, folks, something's going to exposed here. Something's going to happen. Something big might be happening with the Biden administration. And I'll be honest, I think there's stuff there. I think there might be a little bit of something there. As Donald Trump would say, it's going to be huge. This isn't a witch hunt. This one's real. Everybody, got to look under the hood. All right, this thing is crazy. Right? The guy's been in office for 50 years. Done nothing. A quid pro quo with the Ukrainians. He's out there lying about his son, Hunter. Where's Hunter? Hunter, you out there, Hunter? Hunter's out there snorting cocaine off a rug. Cheez-Its off a dog's ass. Nothing. On videotape, okay? Maybe CNN, Brian Stelter, might have recorded. I don't know. All I know is I'm here sipping on a latte, having my McDonald's, and they investigate me for having a phone call with Zelensky. It's going to get juicy, folks. Let us know what you think about that in the comment section below.
I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.